Okay, now I'm on. This will give you an idea of what it was like when Sharon had to deal with all of us. Yeah. Okay. As we go down the row, I'm going to ask all of my fellow current and former school board members to just say what years you were on the school board. So we are here tonight. We are the current and former school board members, and Sharon Coco was the executive assistant to the superintendent, and she was sort of in charge of all of us. And we are all here to tell you a little bit about her and why we are so delighted to be here honoring her tonight. So, my name is Nina Moore. I was on the school board from 2000 to 2008. And Sharon is one of my heroes. So, I'm going to start by saying the letter S for her first name, in my opinion, stands for saint. Because over the years, we are all different personalities, all different points of view, all different needs, all different demands, always calling Sharon and asking her for one thing or another. She always was calm, cool, sophisticated, and treated us all like everything we asked for or wanted was perfectly reasonable. So, in my opinion, she is a saint. So, S stands for saint.
So, I'm Lily May, and I'm currently the mayor for Fremont. But formerly, I was on the school board from 2008 to 2014, and I had the letter H. And I agree with Nina that definitely she's a hero to all of us. But the word that I would like to describe for Sharon is heart. And because she keeps the school board pumping away and all of our agendas moving forward, but that she also is someone that we find so beloved. We all love her, and that's why we're all here. And that she's also a person who is a hero because she serves with honor, and that she's always helping for all of us. And so, you know, we couldn't be more thrilled to have someone who kept us going and always kept us thinking about loving and caring for the students as our first priority.
And my two letters are A and R. To my opinion, A stands for approachable and R stands for reliable. She's always there, and when you call, she's the person who answers the phone. And when you ask her to do something, and once she promised she'll do that, she'll definitely get it done. So she's a very reliable person. Thank you.
That was Yang Xiao, who's currently the president of the school board.
Thank you.
And I'm Michelle Burke, and this is my third year on the school board. And my O, as you might have guessed from all of you heard so far, is organized. And you have a lot of O's, by the way, in your name. So we were in that thesaurus looking that up. But organized, because if you've ever seen a board packet that we get every 2 weeks, Ms. Coco was the one who was responsible for organizing all of the information that we needed so that we could do our jobs. And not just that, but as Nina said, she had to herd cats by getting us all together at the same place, at the same time, and being prepared. And she was always one step ahead of us because she was so organized.
Hello, I'm Frank Gebhardt. I was a member of the board from 2008 to 2012. I have the letter N, which is for nurturing, because Sharon selflessly helps us all. Not just those of us up here, but the whole district, the whole community, even in retirement, continuing to rise to the challenge to help whenever needed, and expects nothing in return.
I'm Desiree Campbell, and I've been on the board since 2012, and I'm currently the clerk of the board. And I have the C for the beginning of Sharon's last name, and my word for her is committed. She is a hard-working woman who was committed to not only the school board, but to the district, to the superintendent, and to everyone that she came into contact with. I know I would call her sometimes at 7 o'clock at night, "Oh, Mrs. Coco," and she was there answering the phone because she was so committed to the work that she did for the school board. And so we thank her for that.
My name is Larry Sweeney. I've been on the board since 2002, and my letter is O, and it's for optimistic. Sharon is the definition of optimistic, and her optimism has served us well. It was very infectious when we were on the board to see somebody who's always looking at the glass half full, and that inspired us to always look at the glass half full. Thank you, Sharon.
I'm Laura Copper, and I've been on the school board from 2006 to 2014. The C is for compassionate, because Sharon always shows empathy and compassion to all of us who come before her, the students, the parents who call you on the phone, the staff members, everybody in the district, you show that compassion to. And finally, the last O. This is your report card tonight, Sharon. As we all remember our report cards from elementary school, and the O is for outstanding. Thank you. Sharon Coco, could you please come up and accept your report card?
I want to say one last thing there are 3 school board members, 4 that couldn't be here tonight. Ivy Wu, Peggy Herndon, Ann Crosby, Linda Widmar, and all of them would have liked to be here tonight. And Anna Moo, that's right, I'm sorry, it's my sister. Yeah, exactly. They couldn't be here tonight. They all love Sharon, they all wish they could be here, and they wanted us to express their love for you, so thank you. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Morris, who is our former superintendent.
Honored to be here among 2 incredible community heroes, Mr. Patel and Mrs. Coco. I thought of what I needed to say about Mrs. Coco, and I was reminded of some wonderful, wonderful words of Mother Teresa. And I'm sure Mother Teresa was thinking of Sharon Coco when she said, "I trust God completely never to give me a task that's too hard to do, never to have me encounter a person that I can't be compassionate for." I'm sure she was thinking of Mrs. Coco, because then Mother Teresa added, "I trust God completely. Sometimes I wish he didn't trust me so much." And that has been Mrs. Coco's real service to this district. What made her stand out in her service in Fremont Unified, Sharon Coco has an infinite capacity to love. It doesn't matter if it's an upset parent or a happy parent, an upset teacher or staff member or a happy staff member, an upset board member or a happy board member. Sharon Coco loved them all, and she did it in a beautiful way because she was able to show respect and compassion to every single person that she encountered. That is a gift, and it is a model that she set for everyone else in that school district. Sharon Coco, I had the honor of working with for 7 years, the most amazing human being you will ever meet. And now I'm going to ask the godfather of the board members, Mr. Sweeney, the longest serving board member, is going to get in the last word, because as a school superintendent, I always knew I had to respect my bosses, and here they all are. And then we'll have Mrs. Coco come up, Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moore. I hope you'll indulge me and let me speak from some prepared remarks. As you can see, we were all asked to have one sentence, and it went on, and board members can do that. So in the interest of giving this podium to the person who deserves it and who you're all here to honor, I just want to make a couple remarks in support of her. It's such a privilege to have the opportunity to stand before you and Dr. Morris and congratulate Sharon Coco on being named Fremont Education Foundation's FUSD Honoree of the Year. In the 15 years that I've had the benefit of working alongside Sharon, I can honestly tell you that Sharon was the epitome of professionalism and grace. Hers was not an easy job, keeping everything running smoothly for the board and for the multiple superintendents she served under. Always long hours. Some board meetings would last past 1 o'clock in the morning, and she would be back at her desk early the next morning. But the long hours and endless challenges were only a small part of Sharon's work ethic and dedication. When people would have an appointment with the superintendent, the first person they would meet and talk to would be Sharon. And Sharon always made sure that they were taken care of and listened to. Sharon respected every person she interacted with, from the students to the teachers, from community members to parents. The state superintendent of schools was treated no different than the mom who asked for a meeting to soothe her concerns about what was happening with her child. And for Sharon, as it has always been about the children, on the many times I asked for her insight, Sharon responded with always, well, how does it affect the children? And that should be our perspective on how we make all of our decisions. Sharon's life outside of FUSD, in the few hours that she was able to get away, was about family. And to be honest, Sharon treats everyone like family. A fantastic team member, a sympathetic supporter, and a loyal friend. There's no doubt that Sharon is the glue that held the machine together, as well as the oil to keep it running, through the years and years of endless challenges and processes. Among all the adjectives that you'll hear this evening describing Sharon, the one that comes instantly to my mind is integrity. Sharon has impeccable integrity. Our school district was very fortunate to have Sharon in such a key position for so many years. While we wish you well in your retirement, and we miss your presence, your legacy lives on in our most important work, our students. Thank you very much, Sharon.
Everybody, all wondering what I'm doing here between the school board members. I'm with the Assembly Member Cancer Chu's office, and also on behalf of Senator Wajkowski, Assembly Member Bill Cork's office, we're presenting Ms. Sharon with the certificate of recognition, as well as today to Manesh. And we just want to thank you, both of you, for your commitment to a Fremont community here, and for helping our kids and helping our community. So just on behalf of the office of Assembly Member Cancer Chu, Senator Wajkowski, and Assembly Member Bill Cork, thank you both.
I wrote a few notes because for any of those of you who know me, you know that I'm used to being on the other side of the planning of the event and the celebration, not being the focus, and I much prefer to be on that other end. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight and supporting the Fremont Education Foundation's gala that will provide grants to the teachers in our district. I have been blessed with the most incredible memories during my service in Fremont Unified. Thank you to all of the amazing people I have had the great pleasure to work alongside board members, past and present, superintendents, most especially Dr. Morris, administrators, teachers, principals, clerical staff, custodians, students, parents, and volunteers. You have taught me so much. Thank you for taking a chance on me, to the board, to serve with you. You had a remarkable impact on me in the work that I did. I want to thank my husband, Joe, my daughter, Alicia, my son, Danny, and my grandson, Anthony, for always giving me support in the work that I did and understanding my passion for the district and most importantly, for the students of Fremont Unified. It has meant a lot to me to be able to do that work. To the FEF Board of Directors, I humbly thank you and salute you for all the support you so generously provide to Fremont students and teachers. You are a valued partner on so many levels. Tonight I am honored and I humbly thank you for this recognition.
And before you leave, I wanted to share something on behalf, and I know I'm joined here tonight by some of my fellow council members, and they're welcome to join me if they'd like. I have Council Member Raj Salwan, Council Member Bonacorsi, and Council Member Rick Jones. And we wanted to present some resolutions to both Ms. Coco as well as to Manesh. And so I'm not going to read necessarily all the whereases, but we just wanted to say how much we are proud to be able to serve and work with the school district and with you in particular, and that you've been such an amazing leader for us. I wanted to share a little bit about our backgrounds and why we recognize you. Also in your work, starting as an instructional aide at Brookvale, and then your 10 years and later joining Azabeda Elementary School as the school secretary for 13 years. And then finally also as the opportunity arose to be the staff secretary for the director of federal and state programs. And then most recently, which is how you had all of us, is as the administrative assistant to the superintendent and the Board of Education. And on a very personal note, I don't think we would have survived all those years, and I know that you having the leadership and to be able to control all of us for the meetings, I really am just amazed and wanted to recognize and say thank you on behalf of all of us. And then Mahesh, I also wanted to thank you so much for all the dedication and the community service that you provide through Suju's Coffee and Tea, and for your community service in terms of allowing us to frequent your coffee shops. I have 2 students, and I know that we spend a lot of time at Suju's, and the fact that you've been able to help us with so many school events in our school district, and that you have the heart to help out. And so for your 25 years of business in our community and dedication to our school sites, I wanted to share this on behalf of the entire City Council too.
Incredible work, 2 incredible people. One more time, please, round of applause for Sharon and Manesh. Truly making a difference in this community.